Yo. What's up? What's really good, people? It's your boy, a tired Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. This is the Tuesday edition as I try to rev my energy up because honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. I ain't going to hold you. And damn Denver Broncos kept me up, not because it wasn't a close game. We beat the crap out of Cincinnati. But I see what happened. See what happened is I had fallen asleep in it on the game. What up, Lomar? What had happened was I had fell asleep on the game. And then I woke up and it was 2:00 in the morning. Woke up at 2:00 in the morning on the head. And they said, well, hey, I need to finish watching this game. I fell asleep around halftime, and it was 21-3 at halftime. So I ended up staying up for another till like 3:15, watching the second half of the game, which we won convincingly 28-3. Go Broncos, go Broncos, go! Go Broncos, go Broncos, go! And but I've been paying for it all day as I've been kind of out of it all day, just been tired. I just been tired all day. So I like to usually do this show. I give about an hour and a half. Usually get done about 9:30. But if nobody joins me tonight, it will be shorter than that, I think. But anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful Monday. Today is the last day of September. Tomorrow is October 1st. Quick happy birthday shout outs. Happy birthday shout out. This is belated birthday. Happy belated birthday to my boy Eddie. And happy that's my boy, that's my bro. Happy belated birthday. And a happy early birthday to my sister Kia, whose birthday is on Thursday, October the 2nd. So and this is my sister Kia. This is my sister, my biological, same mama, same daddy sister. I have to clear that up sometimes because of the obvious. But yeah, so I hope everybody's had a wonderful Tuesday. I said Monday. See, I told you I'm tired. Had a wonderful Tuesday. And let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday, the county's closed. And of course, Friday. And then, here we go for another weekend. Now, London has a parade this week, and I'm more hype about that than she is. I'm hype as hell about this parade. Hype as heaven about this parade. As a cheerleader, that's dope. That's what it is. So, and so they don't have to go. They don't have to cheer at the game, but they will, because they're going to do the parade, and that's cool. Yeah. Well, Lomar, you just told him happy birthday to your friend and your sis. God bless you all. You just told him. My ninja. My ninja. So, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to recap Monday Night Football and also talk about the devastating injury that was Tyreek Hill last night. Oh, man, that absolutely sucked. Also, first, we're going to look at the week as far as the prediction league and, just do a quick update as far as where the standings are at in the prediction league. And then we will we'll talk about Tyreek Hill. I'll make my prediction for Thursday's game, which is first place in the NFC West, a stake of first place in the NFC West on the line between the Rams and the 49ers. And I really do hope Sean comes on here because, this week, his beloved Eagles, and I love the Eagles too, but they play. The Eagles and the Broncos play. It's a showdown. It's a showdown, you son of a bitch. And as much as I respect Bird Gang, they must go down. They must go down. Now, y'all bear with me because I am tired. I don't have but so much energy. I'm bear with me. So when it comes to the look, god damn it. Now let me tell you something. We gonna win. I think. I like our chances to win. I really do. Because let me throw out a quick fact out there before I give the standings in the prediction league. The Denver Broncos are 2-2. The first quarter of the season is over. The Denver Broncos are 2-2. Prior to last night's game, we had lost our last two games. The only time we trailed in either of those two games was the last play of the game. So that's why I was emphasizing last week how much we need to close out games. Last night was no problem. I think we have a good chance to beat the Eagles because they have, they could be more creative offensively. And I like the matchup of Pat Surtain versus A.J. Brown. But this is where the Eagles scare me at because they can run the ball and we can be run on. We can be run on, and Saquon Barkley is due for a big game. So, but to be continued. Now, this week 4 results of the prediction league saw Marquise take first place with 13 right. Marcus and take second with 12. Two-way a tie for third between A Boogie and Big C and Calvin. A 4-way tie at fourth place. Sean, Shante, Monte, and Rob all had 10. David, Sterling, and Kyle all had 9. I was the only one with 8. It was not a good week. Devon and Eddie had 6. And Macaroni Tony for the week is my man Vince. And Vince took a fall, too, because Vince, I think, was in like third place coming into last week. And him just getting 5 right. Yeesh. So total, overall, Calvin sits atop with 48. Rob second place with 46. Sean, Marcus, Aaron, and Monte all are in third with 44. Shante has 43. Miss Shante. Myself, Devon, Vince, and Sterling all have 40. David and Gabby and Smoke have 39. Kyle has 38. And Eddie and Keese have 36 apiece. So we still have 13 more weeks of football left. So it is time to still make a rally, if you will. But for people like, and Keith, this is the crazy thing. Keith came in first place for this past week, and he's still in last place. So he needs a few more weeks like that. Also, before I get to talking, God damn it, I knew it. As soon as they took Freed out, the Yankee relievers screw it up. And we only have one. Now we're down to one of the goddamn Red Sox, and the playoffs just started. It's the only time I pay attention to baseball. And when he went out the game, 1-0, I was like, he didn't get no help offensively. Damn it. Okay. Only time I pay attention to baseball. And the Yankees are already pissing me off because they need to close. They've closed out the regular season great, but we could be eliminated by tomorrow if we don't get our shit together. Okay. Monday Night Football. Dallas. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about Sunday Night Football. Dallas and Green Bay tied. How Dallas Cowboy fans are pathetic. Dallas Cowboy fans are saying, we tied. We didn't lose. I'm like, you didn't win. But we didn't lose. I said, you know what? You're right. You didn't lose. No, you didn't. You didn't. Okay. You didn't lose. Okay. Anyway, first Monday Night Football game, the Miami Dolphins got their first win of the season over the New York Jets. And but it came at a cost. They won 27-21 in a battle of 0-3 teams. Somebody's O had to go, unless you like the Cowboys and Packers and tied. But it was the Miami Dolphins who came out victorious, but again at a cost, as superstar wide receiver had a gruesome knee injury last night. It was ugly. His leg was pointing in the wrong direction. He suffered a fractured kneecap, torn ACL, MCL, possible PCL, and he had to have surgery today because that's how gruesome the injury was. But he will not need another surgery after undergoing a major procedure Tuesday to repair his dislocated left knee and multiple torn ligaments, including his ACL. That's what his agent Drew Rosenhaus told ESPN's Adam Schefter. What up, Big Walt? According to Tyreek Hill's agent, the surgery went very well, and it's about the rehab, and he will play next season. That's the realistic goal. That's what Tyreek Hill's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said, that realistically he is looking to play 2026. If you saw what I saw last night, if he does play next season, I promise you it will not be in the beginning of next season. Because Nick Chubb suffered a similar injury in 2023 when he was with the Cleveland Browns early in the season. And he didn't get back on the field until middle of last season. So it's you said, yeah, he'll play for another team. I need your ass on here to say that. No, I know you don't feel good. Yeah, I mean, I'm about to get into the meat and potatoes of that in a second about Tyreek Hill's playing career, period. Now, Tyreek Hill suffered a gruesome season and an injury during the team's 27-21 victory in Monday night over the New York Jets and was taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. Only Justin Jefferson has more receiving yards than Hill since he joined the Dolphins in 2022. But Miami will have to find ways to replicate his production as it looks to rebound from a 1-3 start to the season. Jalen Waddle, he's getting paid like a number one. Jalen Waddle caught 8 passes for 142 yards and a touchdown in Miami's lone game without Hill since 2022. And that was a 30-0 win over the Jets in 2023. Now, this is a good comeback story. Tight end Darren Waller could also have an increased role after catching 2 touchdown passes in his season debut Monday, and running back Devon Achane also leads NFL running backs in receiving yards and catches since the start of last season. Bottom line is, Tyreek Hill gone. He's gone. Now, when it comes to Tyreek Hill's future, I don't know what to make of it, simply because Tyreek Hill's superpower has been his truly elite speed. And an injury like that, at that position as a wide receiver, is going to sap a lot of the burst that Tyreek Hill had prior to last night. Not to mention he's 31 years old. Not to mention he's under 6 feet. He's a small receiver. And not to mention that he's an average route runner. Again, his superpower has always been his speed. And that was even starting to come into question with the start of the season. Again, 31 years old. This is his 10th NFL season. Now, since he's been a Dolphin, well, I guess his first 2 years, 2022, 2023, Tyreek Hill was awesome. He was all world. He was arguably the best receiver in the league. But if Tyreek Hill, if Tyreek Hill does play next season, no matter whether it's for the Dolphins or somebody else, he will not be fully recovered. And I'm talking about fully, maybe feeling the way Tyreek Hill wants to play until probably 2027, which will be his age 33 season. It was sad to see, because I was at the gym while the pregame was going on, and I was watching him rally the troops, headbutting, pushing, doing the leadership things. Tua said after the game he had never seen Tyreek Hill so active as a leader. So you hate to see that. The way when he was being carted off the field, he was smiling, blowing kisses. It's like, is that a goodbye from Miami? Is that a goodbye from football? Was that a poker face because he's really crushed? I went the road avenue of poker face because I believe that when he got into that tunnel, that smile turned into sobbing. I could be wrong. Drew Rosenhaus says that Tyreek Hill is in very good spirits. But that shit was ugly. That shit was ugly. And again, or maybe it was, Tyreek Hill having a moment, an unfortunate moment, but a moment where he's saying, hey, it's okay to like me now. Let me soak this up, before anything else happens and I become the bad guy again. I don't know. But I wish him the best. I wish him a speedy recovery. Within a 1.5 day period, we've lost 2 elite receivers, one being Malik Nabers, the other being Tyreek Hill. Now, as far as the Dolphins go, if they improve their offense without him on the field, you know what that means. And A Boogie already says that he believes he'll be playing for another team, which is highly possible. Again, a lot of money, 33 years old. Is your speed going to be the same? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Again, my heart goes out to him because that shit looked painful. Gosh. You say we're cooked. Well, again, your schedule's not hard, my guy. You got the Panthers next week, and you're paying Jalen. Jalen Waddle is not paid like one of the elite number ones, but he does have a good contract. And he is a burner as well. He's not 2022 Tyreek Hill fast, but Jalen Waddle is being paid like a number one receiver. You're going to have to get your young player Washington to step up. I mean, this is football, so sometimes them's be the breaks, unfortunately, figuratively and literally. Sorry, hate to say that. That shit sucked. Shit was nasty. So Dolphins get off the schneid and go to 1-3. In the other game, of course, Denver Broncos. Like I said, we took care of business. We closed the game. We only gave up 3 points. The Cincinnati Bengals looked terrible. And I did not foresee that coming with Jake Browning because I thought Jake Browning was a respectable backup. He's been in that system for quite some time. So there's familiarity that's been there. He's been with the Bengals damn near as long as Burrow has. He knows Chase. He knows Higgins. And after the first drive, my defense did what my defense needed to do. Bo Nix had over 300 yards. J.K. Dobbins ran for over 100 yards. The first 100-yard rusher for the Denver Broncos in like 37 games. I did not know that. Like, that's crazy. First Denver Broncos 100-yard rusher in the Sean Payton era. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy. Like I said, Bo Nix, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. J.K. Dobbins, 16 carries, 101. Cortland Sutton, 5 catches, 81 yards. Marvin Mims, 6 catches, 69 yards. All around, good effort. A get-right game because right now, that's what Cincinnati is looking like. They're looking like a get-right game. And we needed that as we head to Lincoln Financial Field Sunday at 1 o'clock for a date with the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. We may be cooked. As I said to begin the show, I see there's a possibility for us to win the game. What scares me the most is not A.J. Brown. What scares me the most is Saquon Barkley because we can be run on. And Saquon has not had a big game all season. But we will talk about that more on Friday when we make our picks. Now, the first quarter of the NFL season is over. Now, yes, let me make this a little dramatic. Let me make this a little dramatic. You
niggas are crazy.
Not that.
You niggas are crazy.
Okay.
You niggas are crazy.
Nigga. Okay. All right. That was special. The first quarter of the NFL season is over. And what do we have? What are we looking at? What comes to mind? Let me see. First, I'm going to start off with my biggest surprise. Positive surprise. The biggest positive surprise for me is, I would have to say, the Indianapolis Colts. Despite their loss to the Los Angeles Rams, they're 3-1. No expectations. There were no expectations for Daniel Jones. Me and the boys have talked about this as far as Anthony Richardson. He's probably cooked. He's probably done. He's probably done. But I think that the Colts have been the biggest surprise. For me, the biggest. The second biggest surprise to me is right there in that division, the Jacksonville Jaguars at 3-1. And to me, it's 3-1. They're playing 3-1 ball in spite of Trevor Lawrence. Now, I'm not giving Trevor Lawrence the same treatment as Daniel Jones, because I've seen Trevor Lawrence play great, and for the past season and a half, he stunk. Now, whether it's been because of injury or not, I mean, it may be. It is what it is. But be that as it may, Jacksonville is 3-1. The Colts are 3-1. Didn't see that coming. So they are my biggest surprise to start off this season. My biggest disappointment to start off this season. My biggest surprise in a disappointing way. The Baltimore Ravens. Are you serious? The Baltimore Ravens, who were most people's pick, not just to go to the Super Bowl, but to win the Super Bowl. The Ravens have been horrible. Their defense has been terrible. Now Lamar Jackson is hurt. They are in. It's 1-3. It's getting early, late, and be more. Matter of fact, the AFC North as a whole they've been such a powerful division over the past 3-4 years. They are in shambles. It looks like it could be a runaway for the Aaron Rodgers-led Pittsburgh Steelers, a team that I didn't even call to make the playoffs. You just never know. And I was back and forth with the Steelers. I did, during the preseason, I named the Steelers as a team to look at, that you possibly may have to look out for. And now, with the injury, with the bad defense, and now the injury to Lamar Jackson, with the injury to Burrow, who may not even come back this season, the Cleveland Browns have a great defense, but their quarterback play is horrible. This could be a walk-in for the Pittsburgh Steelers as far as a division title. So the Ravens and the AFC North as a whole are my biggest disappointment. And let me exclude Pittsburgh next. Pittsburgh is 3-1. You can't punish them for winning. Now, most overrated team. I'm gonna do underrated and overrated. Most underrated. I'm gonna start off underrated. Most underrated team, I believe, right now in the NFL over the first 4 weeks of the season has been the Seattle Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold has played some good football. He's played some good football. I have to see it to believe it with him. And I didn't know how much his 14-3 record last year with Minnesota had to do with the fact that you got Justin Jefferson, you got Aaron Jones. You got all of those weapons in Minnesota, and you have an offensive-friendly head coach. So, and you have a defense led by what's the motherfucking name? Who used to coach Miami? The black dude with the lawsuit on the league. I'm having a brain fart right now. But you have an elite Brian Flores. Brian Flores' defense. So, but now they started off 3-1. They look sharp. Sam Darnold has been playing good football. But to me, they're my most underrated team. My most overrated team, the Green Bay Packers, as I said, from day one of that Micah Parsons trade. And everybody was trying to put them in the Super Bowl. Oh, they're the biggest threat to the Eagles. Oh, they're off to the Super Bowl. And that very well may still be the case because it's just 4 weeks. But when you lose to the Cleveland Browns, who have a great defense but no offense, and then you tie with the Dallas Cowboys, who have an awful, awful defense, and on top of that is Micah Parsons returned to Dallas and yada, and the Packers defense looked horrible. Overrated. Green Bay Packers. Over-fucking-rated. I believe they'll be a playoff team. They'll win 11, 12 games. Do I believe they're better than Detroit? No. I understand they beat Detroit week 1. I believe that was circumstance, wrong place, wrong time, emotional. Michael Parsons just got there. He got there talking a little bit of shit too. Do I believe it? Have you seen Detroit since? Have you seen the Detroit Lions since week 1? So do I believe the Packers are better than the Lions? No. Do I believe they're better than the Eagles? Hell no. Do I believe they're better than the Rams? No. Do I believe they're better than the Bucks? Maybe. Or maybe they'll tie them too, motherfuckers. Tie the bitch-ass Cowboys. The hell wrong with y'all? Tie the bitch-ass Cowboys. The hell wrong with y'all? Don't give them fucking awful fans any reason to be happy. Even though I believe they're going to win their next 2 games. I'm talking about the Cowboys. I believe they're going to win their next 2 games. They got the Jets and the Panthers next. I didn't even talk about the New York Jets in the Monday Night Football game because they were horrible. They beat themselves. They ain't as much as the Dolphins beat them. It's the Jets beat themselves. They looked unprepared to play football. And that's who the Cowboys got next. So, now I will say this. There is one thing that I will say that I took away from this game, from Sunday night's game. I got to show y'all this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because this was so far the hit of the season.
Brian Anger kicks. Matthew Golden waits. Catching the last one. Bryant late on that first.
God damn! God damn! I hate the Cowboys, but that's how you crack a motherfucker.
Golden held on.
Do you know where you are at, sir?
Got it. Spin.
Ooh.
That spin will be put back in the back pocket.
Bink. Damn. Hey, when you hit somebody like that, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you all the credit in the world. I'm serious. I don't give a damn who you play for. When you hit somebody like that, I mean, that was just beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah, but overrated, yes. Green Bay Packers to me are overrated. They had no business tying with the Dallas Cowboys. I believe the Seattle Seahawks are underrated. I believe the biggest surprises, on a positive note, are the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And the biggest surprise from a negative standpoint is the Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals, the AFC North. I guess with the exception of Pittsburgh, because they're just winning. He really did think it was Matt until his ass hit the turf. Then he realized that shit was real. Realized it ain't no game. So yeah. And again, the AFC, which has been by far the dominant conference, at least the harder conference to get to a Super Bowl, is a little wild. If you're Buffalo, you better put all your chips to the table, because now you got to go for it. And there's talk of them possibly trying to trade for a cornerback. Buffalo, you got to go for it. For one, you have to make sure that the road to the Super Bowl comes through Buffalo. You can't allow your Kansas City to catch you, or even the Chargers. If you are with full regalia about winning the Super Bowl, your best chances are to try to get home field. Not because nobody's afraid to play in Buffalo. Nobody's afraid to play in Buffalo. I mean, let me get that shit out there. Okay? Nobody's afraid to come to Buffalo in the playoffs. Shit. 2 of your last 3 playoff exits came at Buffalo. But just for your psyche, I believe for your psyche, for you to really truly feel like that you are going to get to the Super Bowl, having the number 1 seed, I think that'll help. Now, as far as Baltimore goes, let's talk about the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, hamstring issue. Okay. 4 games into the season. I don't know how serious it is. Do you think he's going to play? Aaron, if you're still on, do you think Lamar Jackson is playing Sunday against the Texans? I don't. And when I see who's the backup quarterback, Cooper Rush, usually when you have a backup quarterback, it's somebody who can mimic to a degree your starting quarterback, so you don't have to change the offense so much. Ain't shit about Cooper Rush, Lamar Jackson. Nothing about Cooper Rush, Lamar motherfucking Jackson. Okay? Nothing. So does that mean your offense becomes more geared towards Derrick Henry? Does that mean, I don't know. But they have 2 more games before their bye week. And they have what? I want to say they have, let me look at their schedule. I want to say they have the Texans and the Rams. I don't know. I don't have it pulled up yet. Let me see. Yes, I'm correct. Okay. So next week you have a 1:00 game. If you say you should know he shouldn't play, also time for a new coach. That remains to be seen. So you got the Texans at a 1:00 game. I mean, you're home to the Texans. You're at home your next 2 games, Houston and Los Angeles. I believe because Houston's offense has been no good this season. I believe that the Ravens can beat the Texans. You ain't beating the Rams. Not without Lamar Jackson. I'll tell you that right now. You're not beating the Rams. So if you go into your bye week, 2-4, but come off of your bye week in a October 26th game, home game against the Chicago Bears with a rested, healthy Lamar Jackson. 2-4 now. But remember, AFC North downtrodden this year. Can you beat Chicago? You should. You go to Miami, homecoming for Lamar. Should you beat Miami? Sorry, Aaron, you should. At Minnesota, dicey. At Cleveland, dicey. Division game. Home to the Jets, you can win. Home to the Bengals, division game, but Burrow ain't back, you should win. Home to the Steelers, dicey. Steelers have always had your number. At Cincinnati, you should win. Home to New England, you should win. At Green Bay, very dicey, even though the Packers are overrated to me. And I said this on Sunday. Mark down your calendars. The time hasn't been determined yet, but last week of the season, flex. It's a flex game. It'll probably be on Sunday Night Football. Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers, which could very well be for the division. So, am I burying the Baltimore Ravens? Not yet. but they are in trouble. Worst case scenario, which a lot of people will bury them, is if they lose to the Texans and the Rams and go into the bye week 1-5. Then your margin of error, you can maybe lose 2 games. If you finish 10-7, that probably gets you in the playoffs in a nutty AFC. I mean, outside of Buffalo and Kansas City, who do you have faith in? You don't know how the season is going to go yet for the Colts. Starting good, will it remain good? Same thing for Jacksonville. Denver, are we going to put it together and start closing games? Because I believe that we can run off our next 5 games. I believe we can win 5 straight. Will that happen? Don't know. So the Chargers, what are they going to do? So you don't know. 10 wins could probably get you in, but if you're 1-5 and you're coming off of a bye week, and Pittsburgh is, let's say, 5-1, I don't know if that's attainable. We'll see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. That last game of the season could be a winner in, loser out. That could be a de facto playoff game for the Ravens. So it's wild. And for the Cincinnati Bengals, if I'm the Bengals, I'm trying to trade for Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston right now. Right now. I've heard the name Kirk Cousins floated out there. They ain't taking that contract. That sounds good. They're not taking the Kirk Cousins contract. So your best bet is to try to see if the Giants release Russ or release Jameis, one or the other. And I know Russ ain't cooking no more, but I would have more faith with Russell Wilson, with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and Mike Gesicki. I'd have more faith in that than I would with whatchamaffuckit, Jake Browning. Lord, my voice is getting raspy. So that's just me. So this the first part of this season has definitely been not as expected, particularly on the AFC side. The NFC side, Philly is doing Philly. They're gonna lose on Sunday. We're gonna get them on Sunday. Yeah, it's a showdown. So yeah, y'all see me in my Eagles hat, in my Eagles jersey, and my Eagles chain. Like, listen, like I said, I fuck with them, bro. Been to 4 of their games, bro. I should be going to this one. I should be, but I'll be rocking, I'll be representing hard, okay? So, they're going down this week, but Philly is still doing what they got to do. No faith in Washington. Let me slow down. Because Jaden Daniels will be coming back. I do believe Washington will make a wild card push. I believe that the teams that are going to be making the playoffs in the NFC, and I know I said something before the season started, but seeing what I've seen now, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Los Angeles as your division winners, Washington, Green Bay, and Seattle as your wild cards. For now. We'll see. So, yeah. We shall see. Before I proceed forward with a little bit of in news, y'all know only news we get here is Eddie Griffin news. There is one of my coworkers came to me today, and she was like, "Brandon, did you hear the news?" I said, "What news?" Angie, what news? She said she showed me an article saying that the Republicans are talking about they're trying to get Charlie Kirk's face on the 50-cent piece. Now I haven't watched Eddie Griffin yet, but I did see this. I did see that on the headlining on what he was talking about. But I looked at it, I was like, I looked at the article, and then I thought about it for about 2 minutes. And I said, you know what? If the Repubs did that, if they somehow got Charlie Kirk's face put on a 50-cent piece, I said, you know what? That would be the most American shit ever. It would be. That would be the most American shit ever. Because let's think about this now. America. You know, this is a nation that has KKK members. You know, they KKK members have statues in state parks. There's still statues up of people who were slave owners. Why not put a white supremacist on a piece of money? Now, let me make this clear. That's not going to happen, because the uproar that it would be, because you didn't even put Barack Obama on a piece of money, and he made history. He was the first black president in this country. He ain't got a piece of money with his face on it, but you're going to put white supremacists. I hate the way he went out. I wish that wouldn't have happened, but I'm calling it. I'm calling his words and what he was putting out to the world. I'm calling it what it is. I've said this before. I said it when it happened. I hate the way he went out, but I'm not going to celebrate him either. So that would be the most American shit ever, to put a white supremacist on a piece of money. That'd be the most American shit ever. This is America. This is America. That would go in perfect alignment with the foundation on what this country was built for. I'm just saying. People may roll their eyes when they see this. Truth hurts like a motherfucker. But anyway, before I go, let's go to some in.
Welcome to another installment of In where we give it to you straight, no chaser. Let's get to it. Bad Bunny, who said he's never coming back to the United States because of ICE. I guess the ice is melted, because he will be performing in the state of California, which is kind of a foreign country. They just passed a law for pedophiles. Anyway, so he will be performing in LA at the Super Bowl. Diddy did it again. Yes, Diddy. Did he? Did he? Did he? That's the word on the streets. Bad Bunny got Diglett. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Allegedly. The streets. Bad Bunny got Diglett. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Allegedly.
Okay. Now, I did hear about that. So I guess that'll be one Super Bowl halftime show that I won't be watching, because I'm just not a Bad Bunny fan. Now, I did hear about this. I did hear about complaints about this earlier this morning. One of them coming from Jason Whitlock. Now, what Jason Whitlock said is that this is a shot at Trump, yada, 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 yada. Give a fuck about that. But he did say something that's true. This goes against Christian values, and Bad Bunny has a lot of satanic stuff in his music. He's not wrong. The only problem is who the messenger is. Jason Whitlock, who has done a lot of Uncle Tom coonery and buffoonery, but he's not wrong. The problem is most of the mainstream rappers and performers all have satanic shit in their stuff. But I'm not a Bad Bunny fan anyway, so I just won't watch. That simple. It'll be on, but I won't pay no attention to it.
Look, Ice. I don't even know if they Ice, but they look like some cartoon characters chasing this delivery guy in Chicago on a bike, and they could not catch him. It was about the motherfuckers. Check it out.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
So you can't say shit to Ice without the motherfuckers attempting to arrest you. What the fuck is this country becoming, huh? This is a motherfucking neo-Nazi motherfucking Nazi shit. And I ain't standing for it. And ain't nobody in the world standing for it. The whole world is protesting, and the mainstream media ain't even showing the shit. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people around the globe is burning down governments, and if y'all keep this shit up, you're next. The Capitol's gonna burn. Ain't nobody going in this time. We're just gonna burn the motherfucker to the ground. And that White House gonna be the Black House because it's gonna be burnt stains all over that mother. These white people have completely lost their mind. Now they're trying to give Charlie Kirk, what the fuck his name is, the silver dollar coin. Martin Luther King ain't even on a coin yet.
What the fuck is wrong with you peoples?
Kennedy, he can't get a coin? He can just get a bullet. Oh, okay. So he's pro-Trump. So, yeah, get that motherfucker 50, half a dollar piece. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Period. That's it.
I'm gonna say it again, and I will readdress this on Friday. If Charlie Kirk actually got a silver dollar piece, a coin piece, that would be the most American shit ever. Excuse me, that would be the most American shit ever. Because again, we're a country that is founded on bigotry and racism and white supremacy. Get mad if you want. It's the fucking truth. So that would be right in line with doing some shit like that. Barack Obama ain't got no damn money, but you would give Charlie Kirk a silver dollar? Again, hate the way he went out. I hate the way he went out. I honestly wish he was still alive here with us, because he didn't deserve that. His wife and his kids didn't deserve to see that. But I'm not going to celebrate him. He was a white supremacist. So they give him a piece of money. That's the most American shit ever. This is America, baby. It's just what it is. Fucking MAGA dumbass motherfuckers.
I said it. It's some bullshit. Give his family some money because y'all killed him. You know who did it. So pay the motherfuckers. Don't just hand them a 50 cent piece. Give them $50. You killed the motherfucker. Because a nigga didn't have to do with it. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Not necessarily in that order, but you know what to do. And don't forget to check us out on Radiant. Yes, that's for my brother Drew. You know, just had to hit it one time. You know, he's here in the studio. Lee Drew Williams. Yeah, Alama Lee Williams. You know, the daddy of Schizo is in the building, y'all. Anyway, yeah, we'll be right back after this commercial break. All right, now I'm back. That's the quickest commercial you ever seen, ain't it? We didn't advertise shit, but I just keep saying commercial break. So commercial break. As the news goes, Jay-Z's multi-billion-dollar casino extravaganza to take place in New York is falling through the cracks just to be picked up by Nas.
Well, isn't that something special?
Not only is the beef still going on, Nas is still whooping his ass. Anyway, I believe Jay-Z got turned down because he's connected with the Diddy shit. So that doodle get on you, and don't nobody want to smell that shit in no casino. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
I talked about that on Sunday. After Sean went off, yeah, that's crazy. And you know, yo, it's amazing. Like, I fuck with the Breakfast Club. I do. I fuck with the Breakfast Club. I fuck with Ricky Smiley, their morning shows. But they are in so much in Jay-Z's pocket. They are. Like, they don't talk about none of that stuff. None of it. None of it. Like, it's crazy how mainstream media and shows pick and choose what the hell they want to talk about. It's amazing. I haven't heard about that once. And what the crazy part is that the president of the voting committee for Queens was petty about it. Sorry, Jay-Z, we win again. That's fucking hilarious. That is. That's hilarious.
Terrence Bud Crawford
I heard about this.
was pulled over by the police in his home state of Omaha right after his victory parade, and they held him at gunpoint. Check the video out. Yeah, check the shit out.
Stepping out, seatbelt. Opening the door. I'm opening the door.
Right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I hold my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's time to move, nigga. It's time to move.
Yes, it is.
The Omahas, they just good for steaks. They don't like niggas, but they good for steaks. So pack up some beef and head somewhere where niggas is loved. Houston, but be careful. It's a serial killer down there. Yeah, we'll be right back, man.
That's crazy because this literally happened right after the parade to honor him. I mean, that's Nebraska. Wow. Who's the illest nigga in Nebraska? The Nebraska PD, darky. Get your ass out of the car. That's fucked up. Terrence Crawford, fuck out of Nebraska. I'd get the fuck out of Nebraska.
Pack up, I'd leave, man. Them motherfuckers knew who you was. I guarantee they watched the damn fight. They just wanted to fuck with you because you was a nigga in their eyes. Goddamn jigaboo. We don't like the kind around here, boy. You fucking around here in your fancy little car. Got your little hot little baby mama in the back seat. And some on the side saying he gonna keep his hands up. Can I just get my phone? Go, get out the goddamn car, boy. Woo! Trump is winning court cases. He ain't winning nowhere else in the world, but he winning court cases. But yeah, YouTube agrees to pay him $24.5 million to settle a lawsuit for suspending his account in 2021. Well, has anybody else been shadow banned by YouTube?
Me.
Put in the comments. Let's start a class action lawsuit against them mother.
Me.
I want my money, goddammit.
Hold
and I
up.
want the ticker to keep ticking. Huh? How come we stopping at 500,000 subscribers? You full of shit, YouTube. YouTube. Where my millions?
I need to sue them niggas
Ban
too.
me too, motherfuckers.
Hi, YouTube. Always blocking me on some shit.
Welcome back to NNN. The tariff
I had to get
happy
some
orange
therapy,
man.
y'all.
He's putting 100% tariffs on movies that are made outside the U.S. Obviously, he doesn't understand the film industry. So, yeah, 100% tariffs because some films, part of it is shot overseas, especially if you're in a Tom Cruise film. He's in Italy, he's in Rome, he's in Chicago, he's in D.C. You know, that's how movies are shot, locations, you know what I mean? So I don't know what the fuck 100% tariffs on movies that are shot outside the U.S. is going to do for the country, huh? How about some fucking jobs, some new streets? Hey, you gonna put some tariffs on Mexican cocaine, huh? That's what you need to put a tariff on, Mexican cocaine, huh? And leave the weed to us. We the smokers keep handing out them goddamn licenses to them white people. They don't even smoke the shit as much as we do. God. Anyway, tariff the cocaine. and then tariff the motherfucking pharmaceutical companies that are poisoning the whole goddamn world with them jibs and jabs. And yeah, tariff them child trafficking motherfuckers that they keep catching and letting go. Yeah, tariff them motherfuckers. 100%. Tariff Epstein. He's still alive. Tariff that motherfucker. You know him.
Didn't take that long for you to get.
Here, y'all real close. They got a statue of you outside D.C. somewhere. Two of y'all holding hands and singing.
Go to bed, 9 o'clock.
As I alluded to in the last piece, there is a statue.
Right.
Somebody created, somebody with money, because this is a nice statue. And it's a big one. It's a giant statue of Donald Trump and Epstein holding hands. Yes, check it out. Check the picture out. And those, because everybody's still wondering where the list. I'm still wondering where the list. As soon as I get in there, I'm putting it out. Now you got to retract it. And there's a leaked audio where Doge says they're going to remove every Republican off the list before they release it.
They'll redact every Republican or conservative person in those files. Leave all the liberal, Democratic people in those files.
Yeah, just attack the Democrats. What about you reptilicans, huh? Huh?
And I know there's a Steven from Django who tends to watch this show, used to be on this show, that would probably say, lies, lies, all lies.
All y'all some mother freaks. All y'all some mother freaks. All of y'all. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Jerry Jones, I don't know why they keep panning to this motherfucker. He don't play. He just owns the fucking team. But y'all got to pan to his ass in that owner's booth. And he looks like he's lacking blood. He's a vampire. He need to go and bite somebody real quick because he had a big old giant cold sore on his lip. You know,
You can't be eating people with herpes.
yeah, I mean, because this should jump off on you. And I know you had a dick in your mouth. That's why that herpes bump came up on your lip. You just suck him on the neck like a real vampire. You ain't got to suck a nigga to just get the blood. Anyway, Enzo in sports, this is the most obvious, blatant,
Look at this shit.
lacking blood. He's a vampire. He need to go and bite somebody real quick because he had a big old giant cold sore on his lip. You know,
You can't be eating people with herpes.
yeah, I mean, because this should jump off on you. And I know you had a dick in your mouth. That's why that herpes bump came up on your lip. You just suck him on the neck like a regular vampire. You ain't got to suck a nigga to just get the blood. Anyway, Enzo in sports, this is the most obvious, blatant scam of sporting history. Iowa and Indiana had this game. Now it came down to 3 seconds in the game. Why the f is the quarterback? All he had to do was take the ball, take a knee, game over. Could have covered the spread, but no. He takes the ball, runs 40 yards in the opposite direction to the end zone to get a safety, and all bets were not covered. Now tell me the NFL, college football, and everything in this fucking up ass goddamn world is fixed. It's all fixed. And Jerry Jones, fix your face. Something wrong with you, you old motherfucking racist son of a bitch. Oh, upcoming tour date. This Saturday, I will be at the MGM, Springfield, Massachusetts. Yes, Springfield, Massachusetts. MGM. Got those tickets now before they all gone. Detroit, you already know where I'm going to be at the Motor City Casino this Friday night. Yeah, hey, I think it's like 3 tickets left, so you better run and get them motherfuckers, because they already gone. Welcome back to NNN, where we give it to you straight and no chaser. Well, since the United Nations and, the US of A can't seem to, get food over to these people in Gaza, brave people from about 50 countries, including Pakistan, with 44 boats travel to Gaza with food under protection of warships from Turkey and Italy. Now, who they protecting themselves from? Is it us or is it Israel? It's one of them two. So, bravo to those 50 countries for standing
No
up
question.
for humanity, feeding people. Those are people, just in case you didn't know. Those are people. Because people are people. So why should it be you and I should get along so awfully? Depeche Mode.
No question. Absolutely no question. We cannot forget about our humanity, people. But anyway, I'm drinking Theraflu because my voice then got raspy. So I'm about to get on up out of here. And I will see you guys on Friday. It's your boy, Brandon Bravon Towns. I'm out this beer. Peace. Love you. See you Friday. Have a great rest of your week.